British car day at Brooklands today, and I don't have a British car. I've got an Italian, a German and a Japanese. So I'm all right on Italian, German and Japanese days. Didn't have anything British to bring along. Luckily, Gav, lovely friend from Drivers Union Car Club, has lent me this beautiful V12 Vantage Aston Martin. It seemed rude not to accept, really. So I drove here in this today. And Mark's asked me to talk to you about it. And I don't know anything about it, really. Except that it's, it sounds amazing. It goes really well. Gavin very kindly left a rubber snake in the boot to try and scare me last night when I opened it to get the cover out. It's a manual. There we are. And you start it with this thing. So it doesn't have a key. You push that in there and then press that in. And doesn't that sound lovely? And it goes really well, and that's pretty much all I can tell you about it. So yeah, I've quite enjoyed driving this up here today, and I shall enjoy driving it back to his place tonight when I pick my Italian car up from his garage. And now I'm going to grab his spare crash helmet out of the back because we're going up Test Hill in the Ariel Atom that he's driven here today, and I think he's praying it won't rain, so we'll go and talk to him about that, and see you on Test Hill. There you go. So
I feel under pressure now.
You're not under any pressure. You're not under any pressure. So you only bought this car 2 months ago.
Correct.
And it's a Mk4 Ariel Atom.
Yes.
What's different with the Mk4 then? How have they improved it over the years? So I went in the original one when it first came out.
Okay. If you watch the Chris Harris YouTube video on it from Top Gear, he says I think it's around 90% of the Ariel Atom 4 is different to the Ariel Atom 3. So the steel ladder frame structure is all completely new. The bodywork is all new. The wheels are new. The suspension is new. Obviously, the Type R Honda engine has been upgraded. The only things that have been carried over, I believe, from the Ariel 3 are the brake pedal and the filler cap.
Wow. And Atom, you told me just now, Ariel had been going 25 years. I didn't realise they'd been around quite that long.
Yeah, it feels like a short time period. You don't see very many of them, so it's a bit surprising. But
certainly one of the lesser known British manufacturers.
Indeed,
and
getting any Ariel Atoms to any shows is nigh on impossible. They prefer to be out on track, so rare occasion.
Well, getting them out in the rain is quite unusual as well.
You promised me sunshine, Fee.
Well, yeah, the forecast did say sunshine, but I think you stole it all yesterday.
We did. We did.
So, do you use her on track?
I haven't taken this out on track yet. It's kind of a bit of an upgrade to my Lotus Exige, which has had a little bit of experience with track use. So this is the latest toy. And looking forward to taking it out. I think its first day out will be to the North Weald Aerodrome next month.
So how does it compare to the Exige on power then?
It's very similar power-wise. This Atom 4 is 350 brake horsepower. It has the Stage 1 tuning kit added to it. The base model is 320. And the Lotus is a 380 brake horsepower, but then weighs nearly a ton, or just over a ton, and this weighs about 610 kilograms.
I've never known anyone call a Lotus Exige heavy before.
There we go. It is. In comparison, the Lotus is heavy, and you know, indeed the suspension on this with the variable suspension settings and the brake dampening balance that you can have. It does mean this can be set up to be a bit of a softer ride than the Lotus as well at times. So it's actually quite pliable on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you find it to drive on the roads? I see you've got your crash helmets with you today. Do you always drive with a crash helmet on?
Only on the motorways.
Yeah.
You know, the risk of having an object hit you on the motorway at 70 miles an hour is there are images online of people with missing teeth and rather large gashes. So yeah, it's very important to be wearing a crash helmet on the road.
I have been in one on the motorway, and I have to say I found it mildly terrifying, with my head being at the same height as lorry wheels next to me.
Yes,
with no bodywork in between you and them. Yeah, the open framework.
You do get a lot of wind buffed in, especially if you're up with the trucks. So yes, it's, you have to get past those rather quickly and move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, the driving style of it, I think you have to be fairly light-footed. The turbocharger does kick in with a little bit of a surprise at times, and could potentially leave you sideways, as I nearly found out yesterday morning in the damp conditions. So
it should be fun going up Test Hill later. Then I'll look forward to that.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, indeed, that we don't kill ourselves
before then. Yeah.
I've signed my life away now, so it's too late.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the hill.
Thank you very much. Take care. See you later.
Bye.